There were countries that told them straight up, they cannot sell us something lethal. Maybe the West.
What's going on, man? Your brother, For Yahuah, man. And welcome back, man, to another episode. And I just wanted to make another video to bring you guys another update about what's happening over here on the continent, over here, especially in West Africa. A lot of developments going on with Burkina Faso, the Sahel states, Mali, Niger, all that, Ghana, everything. It's a lot of developments in Africa. The country, all the countries making strides in the right direction to, again, keep their resources, grow their economies. All the leaders trying to do the same thing. But specifically in Burkina Faso, we want to talk about that, give you guys an update, because we just talked about assassination attempts and stuff like that last week, the stuff that they found out. They continue to increase their security development and the situation with the security for their president. But also another development is that they got some more guns, man. They got some weapons in from Turkey, Russia. They working with all the right people from the east side, you feel me? East side clicking up with the east side, going to war with the west side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already know you need guns to go to war. So people say the east wasn't trying to sell them no weapon, but the west ain't got, the west wasn't trying to sell them no weapon, but the east is letting them in, you know what I'm saying? So let's watch a little video about that. Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, he got some new drones, man, and that's helping them, again, increase their security situation so that the president can remain safe and they could try to thwart all these assassination attempts. So you need to get your weapons up, you feel me? So let's see what they're talking about, and then we'll see, you feel me? We'll talk about it later on the back end, what happened after that. All right, let's run.
West wanted ever since President Ibrahim Traoré, the transition president of Burkina Faso, acquired military fighter drones from Turkey, positive and successful missions of neutralizing or continued termination of terrorists, call them insurgent groups, have and are continuing to be achieved. With these terrorists being located at border areas where they can cause havoc and free to neighboring countries, successful missions are putting these insurgents into difficult times they have never imagined. These fighter drones, together with ground troops, recently carried out super successful missions at the border between Burkina Faso and Mali, an eastern region of Burkina Faso. These territories between Burkina Faso and Mali are utilized by terrorists who can hide in the nearby forests, from which they can camouflage and carry out their missions. With a number of these terrorists using motorcycles while others on foot, the drones were able to clearly observe them and clearly coordinate with ground units to neutralize them. In November 2022, President Ibrahim Traoré created 6 rapid intervention battalions to support military operations against Islamist armed groups. The number of these special forces units has since quadrupled to at least 25. BR-15 was created by presidential decree on October 25, 2023, and later President Ibrahim Traoré appointed Captain Paul Balem as its commander 2 days later. These forces include Special Forces and Rapid Reaction Groups, employees of the Republican Guard, a Support Management Group, a Field Artillery Battalion, an Aviation Rapid Response Squadron, an Armored Rapid Response Battalion, a Training and Development Center for Special Rapid Response Units. The Aviation Rapid Response Squadron got a major boost with the arrival of newly acquired drones from Turkey. The long-range combat drones, the Akinci drones, which are part of a larger set of Turkish armaments acquired by Burkina Faso, which also includes 5 Bayraktar TB2 drones and a variety of guided and unguided munitions, have changed the way the rapid intervention battalions deal with insurgency. The ground units, together with the air forces consisting of these drones, successfully neutralized dozens of terrorists in these missions at the border with Mali and eastern region of Burkina Faso. These insurgent groups, which have been utilizing the nearby forests, faced a tough time from a combined effort between the ground troops together with the aerial unit, which carried out a very coordinated and well-calculated mission. In these recent missions, the first mission carried out recently at the end of July included terrorists who thought the ground units were the only ones available to fight against, not knowing that they are going to face the most difficult times of their lives. With several weeks of carrying out this mission towards the edge of the eastern region, the ground units alerted on the aerial unit of the presence of a quite good number of terrorists utilizing nearby forests. Without any waiting, the lethal drones were able to strike dozens of these terrorists, marking a major success towards the fight against terrorism in Burkina Faso and its neighbor Mali. Again, in the second mission, where a number of terrorists had been observed at the border with Mali, they were terminated again by the drones, leaving no room for any of them to escape. As I earlier said, ever since these aerial combat vehicles arrived, there has been a major shift in sophisticated operations against terrorists. The way these drones cover the ground containing terrorists smoothens the operations because they drop heavy bombs which can quickly neutralize the areas where these terrorists are located. President Ibrahim Traoré has long been emphasizing acquiring more sophisticated military equipment as among the moves in a steady fight against insurgency. The West is known to have a tendency of refusing to provide and selling certain military equipment which President Ibrahim Traoré says was risky, as for the terrorists are able to access them and cause danger in a number of regions. Among these lethal drones are the Bayraktar Akincis. Bayraktar Akinci, meaning Raider in Turkey, is a high-altitude, long-endurance, hail, unmanned combat aerial vehicle, UCAV, manufactured by the Turkish defense company Baykar. The drone has a 5.5+ ton maximum takeoff weight, MTOW, of which over 1,350 kilograms, 2,980 pounds, is payload. Akinci is equipped with two turboprop engines of either 450 horsepower, 460 PS, 340 kilowatts, or 750 horsepower, 760 PS, 560 kilowatts, as well as electronic support and ECM systems, dual satellite communication systems, air-to-air radar, collision avoidance radar, and advanced synthetic aperture radar. The Akinci UCAV is fitted with MAML and MAMT munitions together with Roketsan's Teber GPS and laser-guided general-purpose bombs, and Tubitak Sage's HGK GPS guidance kits. Indeed, all these drones have created a great impact in fighting against terrorism in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso has been facing a growing threat from Islamist militants who have been launching attacks from neighboring Mali and Niger. The country has been struggling to contain the violence, which had killed thousands of people and displaced more than 1 million. Adding to the already created rapid intervention battalions, Burkina Faso is recruiting and training more soldiers to increase fierce operations against insurgency. These soldiers are to assist both the ground and aerial units. As the air defense system is crucial in the military system of a country, President Ibrahim Traoré is achieving big due to the way he is steadily improving the air defense system of Burkina Faso. President Ibrahim Traoré, in one interview, said his country had to rely on Russia, Iran, Turkey, South Korea, and China because the United States, France, and their allies refused to sell lethal weapons to them, and went as far as blocking the delivery of weapons bought elsewhere. With Russia, there's no equipment that we would want to pay for with them that they don't sell. Others place restrictions on us. There are many other countries, China, Turkey, South Korea, and so on, that have no restrictions. With Iran, whatever we want, they take stock. If we can pay, we pay, the captain said. President Ibrahim Traoré added that, in the West, there were countries that told them straight up, they cannot sell us something lethal. Maybe the West wanted his army to fight armed terrorists by picking up stones. Now, that is history. With the boost of drones, Burkina Faso under President Ibrahim Traoré is at the edge of ending terrorism, which had eaten up the country to the worst point. The drones have left a number of terrorist groups in disarray due to the heavy impact they have inserted onto them. Together with other acquired military equipment, the atmosphere of regions which have been under terrorist control is cooling down, and the locals feel pretty relieved. What do you think about these drones and the operations that are weakening a number of terrorist groups in Burkina Faso and neighborhood? Don't forget to subscribe and also leave a like for this video. A number of interesting videos about the marvelous work
Straight up. Yeah, man. Bro been doing this thing, man. You see what I'm saying? Burkina Faso, somebody got to do it. You feel me? And that he did the right thing. Okay, so you got all these assassination attempts, but you still doing good things. You doing the right thing with the money. You keeping your relations right with the other international countries and stuff like that. You got to go get your gun somewhere. And that's the thing. A lot of us don't realize this, being citizens of America and just places where people handle everything in the government. You know what I'm saying? We ain't used to all this procurement of weapons and stuff like that. Everything, United States got everything, so we used to everything. But all these countries doing the same thing. They buying weapons. Every country got to strengthen their military. Every country, especially landlocked African countries, it's hard for them to even get credit with these corporations that make the weapons. America we got our own corporations that make weapons. Foreign Turkey, we run Europe. We can get stuff from China, any parts we make our own airplanes, everything. For these countries, these smaller countries, then when they try to grow their government or whatever they're trying to do, the West could try to make it hard for them people to do that. But guess what? Turkey gonna sell them people some weapons. Russia gonna sell them some weapons. So now they could really deal with their little own issues. All the insurgencies, jihadis, da. You know, now them people could strengthen their little military profile because they getting them some weapons. And much respect to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how these people took over Africa, because they come with guns and everybody else ain't got no gun. Come on now. Give us some weapons too. You feel me? So that's always been the thing with Africa. They don't want to put no weapons on the continent. But guess what? Russia letting them boys tighten up. You know, Ghana, all them people in the West, everybody buying their little military choppers. Nigeria, everybody getting their weapons up. So hopefully it ain't for the eventual use of African countries to fight each other, but to increase their security profile so they could actually protect their presidents like everybody else able to do, right? So time gonna tell, but that's why we bring them updates, man. You know, y'all gotta keep your eyes open, keep your eyes and ears open to what's going on. They not talking about this in the news, so that's why we gotta bring that real information. So for those of y'all that's in the West, y'all trying to come to Africa, you trying to relocate, tap in, man. Send us an email. You know, let's do a consultation, whatever. We can take you on a tour, investment tour, get your house built. You know what I'm saying? You got to diversify from over there, because war coming to the United States doorstep as well. You feel me? Into the West. So much happening in these developed countries, whether it's United States, Europe, Russia, all this, China, all the developed nations going to war with each other. But the BRICS is steady building. The African continent is steady building. So point is, we got to connect, diversify, and you know, we got to build. So until the next time, till the next update, shalom, shalom, family. Nus Babal, flee Babylon, get up out of there. Don't get caught lacking.